Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the follow-up to Guardians of the Galaxy back in 2014. It is once again directed by James Gunn, and it is the 15th installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This film is set just a few months after the original. In this, the Guardians are essentially guns for hire, going around the galaxy looking for people who will give them jobs. And the film starts out with the Guardians offending a race of really annoying gold people. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe them. They're just really annoying and they're gold. And they narrowly escape with the help of Star-Lord's father, which is revealed in the trailers as Ego, or Ego the Living Planet. This sets them on an adventure throughout the galaxy. Now let's get into the pros. Guys, this movie is really fun. It's even funnier than the original, I'd wager. They do a lot of plays with Baby Groot and just his smallness, and he really is just a baby, and they treat him like that. And instead of that being encumbering to the film or making it just annoying, it's actually really funny. Rocket is also really funny in this movie. Yondu and Chris Pratt, there are a lot of plays on this sense of fatherhood in the movie, and it just works really, really well. Along with it being funny, these jokes don't take you out of the film. They are a part of this kind of James Gunn Marvel Cinematic Universe that he's kind of created. Now the visuals, guys, I think this is the most visually spectacular and just bombastic Marvel movie we've seen to date. It's really just a cool, crazy film with space battles and amazing planets and amazing visuals that really, there's never a dull moment when it comes to the visual effects in these movies. Now I know everyone's wondering about the soundtrack. Guys, the soundtrack is really good in this film. Honestly, I think that the soundtrack is better in the first, but these are kind of more well-known songs that I think everyone will really enjoy, and they really just add to the flavor of the film itself. The plot, I think this is where it gets better than the original Guardians. It's more intriguing. There's a sense of mystery, a sense of wonder. Who is this Ego guy? Who is Star-Lord's father? What's going on with the Ravengers? And this intrigue kind of builds in the movie until the end, and I won't give any spoilers, but it really does a good job at building this, and I think that this is one of the more unique entries in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The motivations are all very clear, especially with Gamora and Star-Lord. Star-Lord wants a dad. He always has. And there are some really funny plays when it comes to who he saw as a father figure in this movie. Now let me get into the cons. Okay, this does drag a bit in the second act, and I think that's because there's a lot of exposition in the second act. I think that the exposition is necessary, don't get me wrong, but it does drag a tiny bit when we're going through explaining the different aspects of the film and the different plot points. Not all the scenes feel super connected in the second act, but overall it does tie back together in the third act, and it ends up being a great, great, great finale. There are very few spots where it tries really hard to make you laugh, and they do fall flat. A few of these moments I found were with Drax, and he just kind of goes over the top, trying to be funny, and it doesn't really work for me. Other than that, the jokes really do land, and they land really well. Overall, it's a blast. It's just a fun, exciting film that I think does put it on the upper echelon of the Marvel movies to date. All that being said, I'm going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 an 8 out of 10. It's a really fun film. It's exciting. It's enjoyable. There are a few moments that I think don't quite land, but overall the film is just a good, fun film. Guys, thanks so much for listening. Remember, every other Saturday we have a Movie Fellas podcast coming out on this channel and also on iTunes, so make sure and check that out. Peace.